Hello graduates, class of 2020, Baker Charter Schools. It's my honor to be able to speak to you. Although I never would have thought it would have been in this medium, I'd much rather be standing in front of you live, and I'm sure you guys would love that as well. Well, I'm Dr. Holt, and I get to be the superintendent of Baker Charter Schools, and I'm just so privileged to be in this role. Just finished my 12th year with the school, so I've been here from the very beginning. It's been a crazy ride, and I just love what I do. And so here I am talking to you graduates. I've got a few things that I wanted to share with you, and it's actually nice this year that I get to speak to all the regions. I don't always get that chance to be in person with all the regions. So I'm excited about being able to share with you in this way. And the first thing I wanted to talk about was just a little bit about coronavirus. I know that it's just such a small portion of your guys' educational career. It's only about 2% of your entire career. So keep that in perspective. It's a little tiny thing, but sometimes little tiny things can teach us a lot. So I think a couple of things I found myself questioning is really, why did it take a virus for the world to wake up, for us to realize the value of our elderly, to be careful about hygiene? And I've seen so many families spending so much more time together than they did before. And I have to ask myself why it took a virus to make some of those things happen. Also, I think it's really important that we honor the losses that have occurred because of coronavirus, especially with you seniors. You lost a lot of different experiences that you could have had, but I think it's great that people have been creative about what they're doing and how they're trying to solve those problems. Coronavirus is definitely a part of your senior year, and it did change things, but it's not everything. And so there's definitely a lot more that we can learn and reflect on today. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk about was failure. So failure, I actually think, is really cool. And it took me a long time to, I guess, wrap my head around that and actually agree with that statement. Of course, all the self-help books want you to believe that, but I think it really is the best teacher. And so what I want to say to you graduates is, don't let success go to your head, and don't let failure go to your heart. So a story from this year, we tried this new software system at the school, and we researched for years. We thought we had really found the best solution, and turns out it was terrible, and it was a nightmare when we went to implement it. And it was probably one of the biggest flops and waste of resources that we've had at the school over the last 12 years. But it was a great teacher, and it taught us some valuable lessons. And we didn't let that drag us down, and we kept moving forward and kept working with you guys. So I'm hoping that that story can inspire you, and that you can remember that all the greats always start off with failure. Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team, and look, here we are through coronavirus still talking about him almost 20 years after he retired. So failure is definitely a part of your life, and I hope it's something you learn to navigate well. The other thing is, I think you have to keep a hold on to dreams. And so dreams are, I think, really important because they help us look at our current circumstances and try to figure out, is there more? What else could there be? What could I do with my life that goes beyond where I'm at? So I love this quote from Sean Stevenson. It says, if you have a heartbeat, there's still time for dreams. So you don't have to ever give up on your dreams. And take little steps to pursue those dreams, or do something to take action on them. Now, Sean Stevenson is a pretty amazing guy. He was born with brittle bone disease, and so he spent most of his life in a wheelchair, but he ended up influencing millions. So my question to you, class of 2020, is most of you guys have good health and strong bones, and you're not in a wheelchair, and can you influence millions? It's something to think about. The other thing that I remember thinking about a whole lot when I was a high school senior was love. And so I was one of those weird guys that I kind of always wanted to settle down and be a family man. But I've learned a lot about love over the years that I want to share with you graduates. So first of all, love is not what Hollywood says it is. All the movies in Hollywood basically just get two people together, and it's always super magical. And real love is way stronger and deeper and more true than that, but it's also sometimes way more difficult than that. So like the movies are basically all about Friday night or Saturday night and the fancy dates, but you know, true love is Monday morning when you're both tired and you don't want to wake up, don't want to go to work. And so I think in those real moments, that's where love really happens. And I think love really happens when we have struggles and we have difficulties. So I want to encourage you as you're thinking about what is love and what's love going to mean to me and my life, I want to encourage you to go deeper and think about it in a different way than what Hollywood is portraying. Because having companionship in this life is such a huge blessing, but it is also, at times, really difficult. I would say it's worth doing. Don't ever give up hope on the chance of love. Another thing I want to encourage you to think about, and at this point, maybe you're not such a big fan of your family, but family is so huge. And when I'm talking about family, I'm not necessarily talking about just our blood relatives, our parents, aunts, and uncles, etc. But having a community that surrounds you, that supports you, that understands you and values you and lets you know that you're valued, I think that is so important in life. And I think one thing that really coronavirus did teach us was the value of our elders. And I think sometimes in the tech-savvy, quick generations that are coming up, we're losing that respect for the elder generation. And I think that's something that we always need to hold and value and have respect for our elders, because they walked the same path as you and they have stories and they can help you out. So what I want to encourage you to do is, I know family's not always easy, especially after this season when we've all been stuck inside together 24/7. But I want to encourage you to forgive and to heal wounds and to do the work to go through and do those difficult things. You never know how long you're going to have with your family. So the quicker that you can forgive each other and heal wounds, the quicker you can get to having and creating lasting memories. So I want to encourage you in that effort, because it's not easy to forgive. Our instincts tell us not to forgive, to protect ourselves from pain. And so I encourage you, graduates, to do that. This picture here is a picture of my grandma who lived to 101, which was pretty incredible. She's an amazing lady, and I did all I could through my adult years and my childhood years to spend as much time with her as I could. And when she passed, it was peaceful, and I was there on the very last day. And so I just hope that you can have a similar story with your family, with your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins. I also want to encourage you about a word called dichotomy. And so for you college going, Baker Early College, Baker Webb College, you probably know what dichotomy means. So dichotomy is essentially a split or a rift in two different concepts. And I think that our world needs a fresh reminder about compassion and understanding. In this world, we are definitely not always going to see eye to eye on issues. And I just think it's so important that you look across the aisle and the people that disagree with you or have a different opinion, and you're able to live in respect and harmony with that person, even though they don't agree with you. And we don't always have to spend all of our time trying to convince them to come to our side of the story. We just need to understand that it's okay to disagree on some of these things. And our world is just simply too divided. We need to work together. And honestly, we need your generation to come out of this crisis of the last couple months and come up with some solutions to problems that we can't figure out. So I encourage you to explore that word and explore living with compassion and understanding with your neighbors. The last thing I want to share is the value of hard work. None of us would have got to this position without hard work, and probably no better person to share with us about hard work than Kobe Bryant. So as we know, Kobe Bryant tragically passed in a helicopter crash. I remember when Kobe Bryant first came into the league. I was a college basketball player, high school basketball player. He was always such an inspiration. And such a wonderful person towards the end of his life, doing his best to help out and inspire the next generation. But what he said about hard work was that great things come from hard work and perseverance, and there's no substitute for hard work. So whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are, you're not going to get there unless you're willing to work hard. And I found in my life that nothing of great value comes easily. So all the things that I've accomplished in my life, building this school, getting my doctorate, having the family that I do, none of those things have come because they just came to me or were easy for me. Everything I had to work incredibly hard at. And I know that you guys have your next steps planned out, and they might look a little bit different. But I believe that you have what it takes to put in the hard work to achieve your dreams and to move into that future, whatever it holds. So graduates, I want to say congratulations again to you for your hard work, for everything that you have achieved. And to parents and grandparents, I want to say thank you for choosing Baker Charter Schools. Today, there's just so many options out there, and so I just want to say thank you for that. And I just want to continue to honor the class of 2020. This is hopefully my first and last virtual graduation. I hope next year we'll be all together again in person with the class of 2021. But we did our best in these circumstances to honor you and your stories. Thank you.
My name is Bayla Rose. I am a valedictorian and senior at Baker Early College this year.
Hello everyone, my name is Tyler Quinones and I am a graduate of Baker Early College.
Family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates, we made it.
Hello, my name is Josiah Sugai and I'm a high school senior with the Baker Early College program.
Hey everyone, my name is Kaiser Slocum and I'm a computer science transfer to UO.
I have had the amazing opportunity to be a part of Baker Early College, and I have been truly blessed. Throughout my academic career, I've learned so many things, and I'm not talking about how to solve for X or how to skip around in circles to iambic pentameter, although those were pretty fun things to learn too. I'm talking about the things we will take and hold on to from these years, the values we've developed, the friendships we've made, the skills we've acquired.
Having been homeschooled since 14, I understand firsthand the challenges it can create, but I also can see how this has prepared us for our futures and provided us with the best opportunities to pursue our careers. We are here because we know how to adapt, work hard, persevere, and advocate for ourselves. Next year, I will be attending the Oregon State University Honors College as a junior to major in biology and become a veterinarian, something that never would have been possible had I not pushed myself like you all have to get here to where I am now. From this moment on, we will continue to build upon the foundation we have created here and grow to become our nation's finest in whatever we decide to do.
I spent the first 2 years of my high school life, going to a college prep high school in Eugene. Took up all of my time. I did homework from the time I got home until late at night, past midnight, and then I would get up at 7 the next morning and go to school again. I was taking a full, crazy load.
I know this is not how any of us imagined our graduation, or our senior year for that matter, but this does not change the fact that we have overcome seemingly insurmountable odds to be here on this day. All those late-night study sessions, stressful exam days, and assignments submitted despite procrastination paid off. We have worked hard to get here, and each and every one of us deserves this.
You can see that I'm standing right here in a newly tilled field. Some may view this as a dry, barren piece of land, but I see it for what it truly is, potential for the growth of new life. And I think that this field applies to this graduating class. All of us graduates stand here today as examples of hard work and perseverance. We didn't get here by being perfectly average. We got here because we saw potential in the hard work that was going to be required of us. I thought that getting an early start at my local community college would give me the head knowledge to make me competitive in the marketplace. But I found out that it was not the knowledge that made me successful. It was the hard-fought lessons of perseverance, humility, and time management. I know that this pandemic that we are faced with right now can be seen as an unbeatable obstacle, a giant of massive proportions. Or we can view it simply as a larger, additional lesson to use to grow our characters. After all, it's our willingness to push onward, to get up after falling, and to persevere where others haven't, which has already set us apart.
Baker totally saved me. I started spending more time with my friends and family. I started feeling more comfortable with my grades and more relaxed. I'm really lucky and grateful for this opportunity.
As your valedictorian, and on behalf of all Baker graduates, I would like to begin by thanking the teachers, staff, and advisors who have worked tirelessly to make this day a momentous occasion, despite the circumstances. And to all the parents who helped us get here from that very first day, we are grateful for your dedication and support.
First of all, I want to just say thank you to all the advisors for their help and guidance during my time at Lane. And I'm sure that many other BEC students feel the same.
I am honored and proud to stand with my colleagues as a testament to dedication. And I also want to recognize that we couldn't have done it without our amazing friends, family, and Baker staff who are there for us every step of the way. With that said, what do I aspire for? New, tougher challenges that will strengthen my character and tenacity.
But the most important lesson I've learned is that there is more to life than studying and getting straight A's, which was the only thing I focused on for a really long time, and I lost sight of what actually matters. Fortunately, I realized that being present with your family, making time to hang out with your friends, and actively living your life is a way more meaningful use of your time. We are all still so young, and we need to enjoy all our moments. Looking forward, I realize that we're all on different paths in life. But I know, fellow graduates, that no matter where we end up, it will be spectacular. This is the moment where we step out into this beautiful, crazy, extraordinary world, and we will achieve great things. There will be highs and there will be lows, but at the end of the day, we are here, on planet Earth, alive, living and breathing, and we will be okay. Remember that no matter what happens, you are enough. You are brilliant, fierce, wonderful forces of nature. So congratulations, fellow classmates of 2020. And look out, world, here we come. I am Lydia Batenhorst, and I approve this message.
Make time for the people that you love and the things that you love. Spend time around your friends and family. Put down your homework every once in a while.
In the words of General Colin Powell, there is no secret to success. It is the result of preparation, arduous work, and learning from failures. Success cannot be bought, rushed, or cheated, but must be earned by you and no one else. It means something different to everyone, and at this point in our lives, we are figuring out what it means to us. As you leave here today and embark on your next chapter, remember to never measure your success by how far you need to go, but by how far you have come.
Today I want to share a really important lesson I learned in school, and that is to never put school above God or family. Because at the end of the day, school's not going to be there for you when you fail or when you're having a tough day. So my advice to you is to seek God and love your family. And I want to share 2 scriptures with you today. The first scripture is James 4:14, whereas you do not know what will happen tomorrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes away. The second scripture, 1 Corinthians 13:1-3. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become a sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have faith so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I could bestow all my goods to the poor, and though I could give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. Our life is so short, and the best thing we can do with it is to love God and to love others around us. Now you can become a martyr, but if you do not have love, that means nothing. So my encouragement to all my peers is to love those around you, not just when it is easy, but when there are people who are challenging to love. We'll all fall and miss the mark, but if we seek God, He will give us His love for those when we can't love them. So I wish you all good luck in your endeavors, and God bless.
I may just be a newly graduated student, but I know enough to encourage you to stay strong in your jobs, your activities, or your goals. Don't give up. You have amazing potential within you. All you have to do is find it. And I know that if you do this, you'll find those miraculous results like we have, and a field full of flowers.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it.